Hey guys, so as promised, I'm going to try and make this video as quick as possible, okay? I just want to go over the answers to the figurative language we didn't get to for your assignment. Please make sure that you've already done the assignment, like you did your own answers, so you can check them and see if you understand how to tell these different types of figurative language parts, okay? Because you're going to have this is practice for your exam tomorrow. Okay, so please don't just listen to the video and fill in your answers. Do your answers first and then listen to the video. If you guessed a different one than what I put, you don't have to go back and change it. Okay, so I'm just going to be looking to see if you're attempting to answer these correctly and you're saying why you think that it's a certain type of figurative language. Okay. So having them correct or incorrect isn't the purpose here. The purpose is for you to try to do these on your own and to show your thought process. Okay. So I can make sure you're trying to figure this stuff out. Okay. So we ended with this one here. Hopefully everyone ended the same spot. Good thing too, since the streets were crawling with tanks. And we said this is personification, because the tanks are described with a human characteristic crawling. Okay? Next one. Meanwhile, we have to lay low, not a peep from us, as the sim close in with their house-to-house searches. Well, this is hyperbole because Anita and Mommy are not going to remain absolutely quiet the entire time they are in hiding. They just need to be really quiet so they aren't discovered. So this is an exaggeration, okay? This one, she said, he heard through Radio Bimba, which is how people are referring to gossip. Radio Big Mouth. That the compound is now a sim interrogation center. And so in Spanish, Radio Bimba means in English, Radio Big Mouth. So she's making the comparison, saying the same thing here. Radio Bimba is in Spanish and it means Radio Big Mouth in English. But anyway, so this is a metaphor because gossip is called Radio Bimba. Okay, so she's making a comparison between the two without using like or as. So she's saying that gossip is called Radio Bimba, and that means it's a metaphor. Okay? And she's making a comparison between the two. Okay, the next one. Tio Pepe likes to tease Tia Marie that she has gotten so good with that plastic bag. If she ever needs a job, the sim would surely hire her. This is hyperbole because Tia Marie would never actually work for the sim. She was just really good at sneaking food. So this is an exaggeration, an extreme exaggeration, okay? Next one. Then I started thinking how Poppy and Tio Tony might not even have a glimpse of sky and fresh air or a bite of food, and all my positive thinking went out the window. So again, this is hyperbole because her positive thinking did not literally go out of a window, it just dwindled away. So she's exaggerating here. But it could also be personification if you pictured the positivity climbing out of the window like a person. Okay, so it's kind of how you interpreted this, okay? So it could have been personification if you were literally picturing her positive thinking climbing out the window like a person, okay? But otherwise it's hyperbole because she's exaggerating here, okay? All right, next one. I couldn't believe that Moondine was thinking about a girlfriend at a time like this. This is irony because Anita is judging Moondine for thinking about a relationship when she herself has been thinking about her feelings towards Oscar. Okay, so she's being hypocritical here. This is irony. Okay? All right. So the next one. As Chucha would say, the hunchback laughing at the camel's hump. So this is an example of an idiom. We're finally seeing an example of idiom here, okay? This is idiom because it is a known expression, the humpback laughing at the camel's hump. That means that one person is judging another for the same flaw they both have. So it's an actual expression that's teaching a lesson. Okay? All right. So let's scroll on down. Okay, this one. He told me all about famous people in prisons and dungeons who did incredible stuff. Like this nun way back in colonial times, who I guess wrote tons of poetry in her head, and the Marquise de Sade, who wrote novels, and someone else who worked on a dictionary, and another person who came up with some new kind of printing press. So this is illusion. Hey, Tio Pepe refers to famous imprisoned people to give Anita role models to look up to and to inspire her to write in her diary. Okay, so he's using these famous people to get her to think about them and to use them as role models and to inspire her. So this illusion is for inspiration. Okay? Here's another one. Tio Pepe said the Marquise de Sade put on his powdered wig and morning jacket while he was locked up. Again, this is illusion. Okay, so Tio Pepe refers to the Marquis de Sade, a French revolutionist, to give Anita a role model to look up to encourage her to take care of herself while she is in hiding. So this illusion is for encouragement, okay? To encourage her to take care of her own well-being. And that's what this illusion is calling to, okay? Giving her a role model and encouraging her to take care of herself. Okay, next one. Tio Pepe says boredom is a sign of the poverty of the mind. Definitely do not want that. So this is an idiom because it's a known expression that means intelligent people will find something to occupy their mind. Okay, boredom is a sign of the poverty of the mind. This means intelligent people will find something to occupy their time. Okay? All right. So if you can't and you're bored, that means you're lacking intelligence, okay? Your mind is poor. All right, let's look at the next one. Mommy says beggars cannot ask for cebolitas with their mango, but I don't like onions with my mashed plantains. Okay, so this is an idiom because it is a known expression that means less fortunate people need to take what they can get. Okay, in our own society, we use a similar idiom. Beggars can't be choosers. Okay, it's just worded a little bit different here. That's the same thing. So if you're needy and less fortunate, you can't be choosy about what you take. Okay, you just got to take what you can get. Okay, so the next one. Tio Pepe says, I must have Italian blood in me. Well, this is hyperbole because Anita doesn't really have Italian blood in her. She just really likes Italian food. Okay? So this is an exaggeration again. And the last one. Think of the sand and wind in my hair and Poppy saying fly and Tio Tony laughing as they swing me up in the air. Okay, so again, she is thinking back to a childhood memory. And so this is a flashback because she's recalling a pleasant memory from when she was a child. Okay? So hopefully you did pretty well here. I'm hopeful that you did. And I hope that you're going to do well on your exam tomorrow. And so let me know if you have any questions. And if you read this whole thing, which you should have, a passage out of here. I'm pulling a passage out of your homework here, and that's what's going to be your test, what your test is going to be over. So make sure, again, that you've read this really carefully, Okay, especially the part that doesn't have any questions, hint, hint. And make sure that you look closely when they refer to the Virgin Mary or La Virgencita Maria, which is the same thing, okay, the Virgin Mary. Make sure that you pay attention to that. And I want you thinking about what is significant about this. Why do they use this? Why do they refer to the Virgin Mary and think about what it means? Okay. But that's it. I'm going to let you go. This was 10 minutes long. Hopefully, it helped you. And let me know if you have any questions. Okay. Bye.